Hi there guys, Luis from Vintage Action. I hope you guys are all well. And today guys, I'll be talking you about this cult classic, The Hidden, 1987, the sci-fi horror action comedy cult classic from 87 that was released by New Line Cinema. And it was directed by Jack Shoulder, that you might know from Alone in the Dark, Renegades, and starring Kyle MacLachlan from Twin Peaks, Showgirls, Michael Nouri from Flashdance, American Yakuza, and you might know him from all the PM Entertainment movies like Hologram Man, To the Limit, like Overkill, all these like PM super cult classics. You have Ed O'Ross, as you can see here, that plays the bad guy in Red Heat with Schwarzenegger and James Belushi. He plays the Colonel as well in like Universal Soldier 2, Full Metal Jacket as well. So you have a lot of like famous people on this one. I mean, I watched this one countless times growing up. This one is another one that was always like on TV, and I actually had the original like VHS that I bought at the time. When it was like back in the 90s, obviously not in 87. I was like I was two, so it was not in 87 I bought this one, but one of my favorites. I mean, growing up, it's like a really nice movie that I don't see a lot of people talking about. This one, it was one of probably not one of the most famous movies from the 80s. I think it's like in a way underrated, like a movie that no one talks much about it, but with a nice cast. And this one at the time when it was like a release, right, it was like being promoted like being like a cross between the invasion of the the body snatchers and the Terminator. For me, it's like super entertaining, and you have like a nice cast, especially Michael Nouri and Ed O'Ross. And believe me, I was watching this in the 90s with all the PM movies, even though this one is from 87. Probably the first time I watched this one, probably it will be 93, 94, around that time. And it was the time that Michael Nouri was like with PM Entertainment, and he had like a lot of cult classics. And of course, I knew Kyle MacLachlan from the Twin Peaks series, because it's the series will air like on a public like television in back in Portugal. And at the time, you had 4 TV channels, and you had the VHS store, and that was it. There was no internet or Prime or Netflix or anything. So the only thing you could watch it was the 4 TV channels, and basically go to the video store and rent these cult classics. And a really nice, like solid one, very like violent, ingenious, outstanding, like a thriller. You have Claudia Christian as well, that is in Mania Cop 2 as well. So a really nice cast to this one. And this one is like the menu behind, as you can see, of this one. Let me talk you about the Blu-ray now. This one here, guys, like as you can see, premium collection Blu-ray. This one is like in the UK is like a HMB, like exclusive Blu-ray. Is like a kind of like a collector's edition. You guys in US, you have this one on the Warner Archive like collection, like many of those movies like Action Jackson, right, with Carl Weathers, and Showdown in Little Tokyo. You have those Warner Archives, but basically the US release is like a standard release, just the case. Basically, the poster is similar to this one, the artwork, and but the special features are the same, but you don't have this nice sleep cover. And this one comes with a nice poster and some postcards as well. Let me just show you. This is a nice, when it comes to special features, you can see behind me, this one is like a commentary by director Jack Shoulder and Tim Hunter, and you have special effects production footage narrated by Jack Shoulder, original theatrical trailer. So basically these special effects production footage is like roughly around 7 minutes, and you have the director talking about like this footage, so it's really nice. Cool, nice, like special features. What is rare from like an 87 movie, and it was not like a big budget movie. This one actually was produced by Robert Shea, the legendary like New Line Cinema like creator, the guy responsible for the Nightmare on Elm Street, and in a way he created New Line Cinema, and they end up releasing a lot of like cult classics and even action martial art movies. Like they were the ones releasing Mortal Kombat in '95. They released Blade in '97 with Wesley Snipes. So probably without New Line, probably you wouldn't have like some of the cult classics you grew up watching as well, like action movies. So like Seven, it was a New Line movie as well from '95. As you can see, here is a premium collection Blu-ray. This is like a line. This is number 94. This is HMB, if you guys don't know, in US or other parts of the world. You guys are not in UK. It's like a store, like let's say like Barnes and Nobles, and they sell just basically like vinyl and Blu-ray, CDs, poster, things related with that, games and everything, right? So this one you cannot buy it on Amazon UK or like Zavi UK. They have the exclusive to this one. It's a really nice one because you can get it here for like 15 pounds roughly. For 15 pounds you can get this one, and a lot of times on their website they have like a promotion. If on obviously this line, if you buy two, you can buy two for like 15, so basically that will be like 7.50 each. But the normal price, and I'll link this one down below if you want to get this one if you are in the UK. Probably if you guys are in the US, you don't really need it. You have this one, the case, it's the same special features. Obviously, you're not going to get this nice slip cover, and you're not going to get the poster and the postcard, because HMB, they don't ship like worldwide. They just ship like within the UK. So probably you'll have like people selling it on eBay, but super expensive. But let me show you what this one comes with. This nice like poster, like this line. Most of the movies from this line come with the poster, as you can see here. Like it's a nice poster here, like Heather Ross, Michael Nouri, and Kyle MacLachlan, and you can see here the Warner logo, because obviously, as you know, Warner Brother bought like New Line Cinema, so all the movies from New Line Cinema are being released by Warner now. And then you have also like some nice postcards here as well. I didn't even open this. Like you can see here, it says for not for resale or redistribution, promotion use only. So this come with 4 nice like postcards. Might even open this one. The time I saw it, because you can see online like when people like on eBay and everything, but let me open this. I have this for a long time, to be honest. I watched this one, a nice poster, but for some reason I didn't even open this one. Let me just do like quick. You can see here. You can see here like a Claudia Christian from Maniac Cop 2. This is one of the final like scenes of the movie. Michael Nouri here, like PM icon, and yeah, basically I have like 4 like postcards, and you have the Warner logo, and basically you have this here. They are promoting, as you can see, this is HMV here in the UK, and they have the list of all these movies from this like line. They have is like exclusive like Blu-ray like line that comes with usually these 4 postcards and just the poster. This is Blu-ray, not 4K. And the interior, you have like Heather Ross, the bad guy. In the bad guy, I mean, he's the good guy, then he's the bad guy. So I don't want to spoil anything. Probably you already watched this one, but if you didn't, I mean, he's in the cover of like of this one. I don't want to spoil it or anything, so let me just give you a quick like what this one is all about. Basically, you have like something hideous is changing law abiding citizens into monstrous, hyper-violent psychopaths. Now only Kyle MacLachlan, Dune, and Twin Peaks. Of course, he's in Dune as well. He's in Dune, the original one from the 80s. And Michael Nouri, Flashdance, can halt the terrifying rampage of the Heathen, a series of bizarre, inexplicable robberies and murders at LA police detective Tom Beck, Nouri, totally baffled. And it doesn't help when mysterious FBI agent Lloyd Gallagher, MacLachlan, tells him that a demonic extraterrestrial creature is invading the bodies of innocent victims and transforming them into inhuman killers with an unheartedly fondness for heavy metal music, red Ferraris, and unstoppable violence. That's true. This movie's all about that. It's a spine-chilling, high-velocity sci-fi thriller from the makers of A Nightmare on Elm Street. Of course, this is just like to try to sell this. Robert Shea didn't have like a lot of input when it comes to this movie, but of course he was a producer, and he was the guy that produced Nightmare on Elm Street like 3 years before, and it became famous, so they are just using his name. But when it says here it's a spine-chilling, high-velocity sci-fi thriller action from the makers, forget about the makers, but the spine-chilling, high-velocity sci-fi action thriller, I agree 100%. A really nice one. If you never seen this one, I'll just tell you guys, go for it. I mean, if you don't want to buy the Blu-ray, I bet it's not super expensive in US. The Warner Archive collection is not that expensive here in the UK, and here in the UK you have this nice slip cover with the poster and the postcards. Just have a look online. It might be somewhere free. I mean, Prime, or probably not Netflix, maybe on Plex. Have a look like online before maybe you go and try to buy this one. Probably if you grew up in the 80s and the 90s, a lot of you guys have watched this one before. A lot of you guys have liked this one. Like everything, I know people, some friends, especially back in Portugal, that liked this one, some didn't, but I would say most of them, they like it because it's different. It's not something you are used to see, so it's kind of different from the typical movies, right? So especially at this era, that the movies that were being released, so it's a really one that it deserves like a look, it deserves like a try if you guys never watched it before. So yeah, guys, let me know on the section down below. Let me know what you think about like The Heathen. If this one was one of your favorites growing up. If for some reason you never watched this one, you didn't even know about the existence of this movie. For some, if you own this one, if you guys are in the US or in the UK, if you own this one as well. And yeah, feel free to comment down below. Your opinion is always important to me. I like to interact with you guys. I'm just a big fan like you guys, and I like when you guys interact with me and you guys give me your opinion about these 80s and 90s classics that we grew up watching. If it's your first time watching me on YouTube, what I do on this channel, basically I review and I unbox especially these cult classics from the 80s and the 90s, especially action, martial arts, it could be sci-fi action as well, action comedy, all related to that, and all these guys that have been in so many cult classics in the 80s and 90s that you can see behind me, especially Michael Nouri from the PM movies and Heather Ross from Red Heat and Universal Soldier. I'm sure you know these guys. Even if you didn't see this movie, you definitely know the actors that are like just behind me. And even if it's just for that, for guys that you know from another cult classics, that's why you should give it a try. You should watch this one, and if you didn't, just let me know what you think after. And like always, guys, I'll be with you guys soon, as always, reviewing and unboxing these cult classics from the 80s and 90s. Hey, by the way, there was I almost forgot because this is rubbish. At the time I watched it, I rented on VHS the Hidden 2. It was a direct to video, like from 93. But let me tell you, that's my opinion. Someone might think differently, but it's real bad. From 1 to 10, I'll give it like a 2, and I'm being nice. There is no any of the actors from the first movie. It's super low budget, low budget, like straight to video. There's nothing related to the first Hidden. They just basically used the name of the first one. It was not super successful. Box office was roughly 5 million, but it was like it had nice reviews at the time when it was released in '87. So we cannot say it was not like a relative success. It was, and then it became kind of like a cult following movie as well. So the second one, my humble opinion, don't even bother to watch the second one, but someone might like it and might comment saying, "Oh, you're completely wrong," but I don't think that's going to happen. And yeah, guys, let me know what you think, and I'll be with you guys soon, reviewing and unboxing your favorites from the '80s and the '90s. And keep strong.